Hello friends, this is Growl, and welcome to Wafflecat Weekly number 41. Looks like this is that time of the year where I get burned out making videos and it turns into only the Wafflecat Weekly. I very much hope that's not the case. Just went into a pretty intense playing a lot of Dragonflight, into getting sick, into, well, sometimes when you don't leave your house or do anything, when you get sick for a long time. But that's okay, I'm actually starting to feel better. Things are going okay. I'm just trying not to, you know, when you have a sore throat, you just don't really want to stream because, you know, you're just going to aggravate it and you're probably not going to notice. Very often it happens where, anyway, you get the idea. So last week was Grievous Bursting Tyrannical. It was absolutely terrifying. And I'll be honest, I didn't do weeklies on all my alts. I was a little worried about just rolling a group with some of my guys that are 380 item level. I don't know how high I could have even done. You know, maybe some guys I could have done like a 9 or a 10. But yeah. So we do have a few vaults. Our Druid and our Evoker should have some nice vaults. We did manage to sneak one in on our Pally and our Priest. So here goes nothing. Should just be a one boxer. I think our Priest did an actually did an 18. I think we have the possibility of a nice item here. We have a Cloth 418 high haste legs. We will definitely happily take this. I believe we can tier this, right? So this will be nice that we can throw in the creation catalyst later on. And it'll give us a nice item level boost there. Nice. All right, we will take that. Obviously, we would prefer to get some weapons. We are still 0 for whatever on weekly chest weapons on all of our guys, but that's okay. Don't worry, our Druid's weekly chest weapon is coming soon. Alright, on to our Pally. Our Pally did I believe it was a 16 ruby life pools. Last week we got just something random, I think. Where is it? Oh yeah, 415 neck. Which, not super exciting, because ideally you can just craft a really nice neck. So yeah, a little disappointing on our Pally. Let's hopefully get something not disappointing. East versed socketed wrists. Yeah, we'll take it. Obviously not the most exciting loot, but we'll take it. Socket's nice. This will last us a while. Actually has decent stats on us. All right, we don't have any of the new gems in any of our guys. I need to remember to hit up the auction house and stock up all of my guys with gems. I will save our Druid for last as we jump on our Evoker. So yeah, we skipped out on, for no particular reason, we skipped out on our Shaman and our Monk. Although pretty much all of our characters are pretty far in the gutter. Definitely a consequence of encouraging you to do more Mythic Plus and harder Mythic Plus for your vault is I'm a lot less likely to play my alts while I need this gear very badly. Okay, so now we have our Evoker. So this week I actually crafted these engineering wrists that I can use to battle res. I just did a public craft because I was lazy, but we'll get these up to 418 eventually. And I have one more craft I can do. And I think actually there's another craft you can do because I think we get another spark this week. I might be wrong about that, but if we get another spark, then we'll have 2 more crafts we can do. So I think by now, if you don't have a very good weapon, I think it's time to craft a weapon. However, I really kind of want to put that, I want to not do that on Evoker because there's a very nice raid weapon for Evoker. So ideally we don't have to craft one, but let's see what we got. We should have a 3 box with at least 2 of those being plus 20s. I believe what we did. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have a Verse Mastery Cape that's 418. Crit Mastery Speed Ring, or a Haste Mastery Neck. None of these look very exciting. So our current 2 rings are a 398 and a 392. One of which is the Court of Stars ring. Our neck is a 405, but we may end up crafting. I mean, it's a high mastery neck. I don't necessarily hate this. Well, let's see. I think we definitely don't take the cape. I mean, every single option is mastery, so it doesn't really matter too much. We are a healing evoker. I'm tempted to take the ring. Because it's a higher item level, and also I can just craft a lariat. Oops. Sticky keys. Okay. I think we do this. I think we take the ring. 421, pretty nice item level. We can enchant this up. Unfortunately, no more tier. No more tier and no more no weapons still. Equip this. Boom. Alright, we get a little bit of speed. Never gonna complain about that. I've just been using like really cheap enchants. I guess with a 421 ring I should probably use a nicer enchant, but we'll figure that. We'll remember eventually. Alright, onto our druid. Our druid desperately needs a weapon or tier. I will happily take either. I would love to take a weapon or a nice tier piece. Start working on our tier set. At this point, I've kind of given up hope getting my tier set anytime soon, so if anything, I'd almost rather just take the weapon. But a tier set would certainly be a nice upgrade. Alright. Here we go. Let's check our loot spec. Do I want to be in heal? I think I'm going to stay in balance. This trinket is very nice. The Broodkeeper's Promise. This is a healer's trinket. However, I have it already. So, because of that, I'll stay in DPS spec. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Good luck to our druid. We're looking for a weapon. We're looking for some tier. And it kind of looks like tier. Okay, let's start with the raid stuff. 408 weapon. Not particularly exciting. 408 tier chest. Gee. Okay. Or 415 crit haste boots. That's an item level upgrade. Okay. I believe these are going to be 2 tier items in our bottom slots though, so we can't complain about that. Okay, so 421 legs. Now here we have 421 gloves and oh wow, 421 socketed tier helm. So a tier helm is definitely going to be a massive upgrade for me. The problem is just in my BIS tier setup, do I want to use this helm? Because it doesn't have haste on it. Oh no, we're gonna have to do some Googling in the Wafflecat Weekly. Druid, Lost Land Callers tiers. All the pieces. Every time you look up a class tier set, it only talked about the tier set bonus, and it only talks about like the transmog or whatever. It doesn't tell you like the individual pieces. Oh boy. Okay, let's look at you look in the dungeon journal somehow. This is the boring part of the Wafflecat Weekly, where I just end up with some ridiculous decision. Okay. So for raids, Dragonflight, Vault of the Incarnates. Oh, but we can't even see the tier items, can we? It doesn't even show it for us. Okay, so surely it shows it somewhere else, right? Surely we can see what tier items drop somewhere in the game. Clearly it would tell us this somewhere. Okay, I'm looking quickly on Wowhead right now. Okay, I'm opening up the druid. Okay, I think I found the druid one. Okay, here we go. We have at least something here. And bam. Okay. So mantle is a shoulder that's crit mastery heavy. Okay, so this isn't even bad at all then. Okay, so legs are good. Antlers are eh. Claws are good. So we... okay, so it's the shoulders. It's the shoulders and the helm that are the two pieces that are not greatly statted. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the helm for now. I'm going to take the helm and not complain. I think the helm is just a bigger upgrade. And, well, wait, let's look at what bosses drop what. Lastly, just before we make our final decision. Adventure guide. Try this again. So this is a helm. So Razageth drops... Ooh, hold on. So Razageth drops 424 helm. Oh. And then... Broodkeeper drops shoulders. Okay, so both the shoulders and the helm can be 424. God, this would be way too nerdy, I think, to take the gloves, right? This would just be way too nerdy to take the gloves. But technically... I mean, it has a socket. Is a socket better than 3 item levels, though? I mean, it's got to be close. I'm thinking way too hard for this decision. I think I'm just gonna take the helmet and not look back. In some world, I think you take the gloves because this is essentially a Abyss item. Whereas if I ever get this helm from raid, I'm gonna get it from the last 2 bosses. But see, all right, we're not gonna get the helm from raid because we're a healer. We don't get items from raid. All right, we've talked ourselves through our decision. Bam. All right, we have our first tier piece for our druid. It's week 4 of the expansion, or 5 or whatever, and we have 1 tier piece after full clearing heroic every week and mythic rating and doing 3 vault slots at M+. Very good. I love master loot. It's a great system. We'll even we just put this shitty haste gem in there. Yeah, why not? Just because I'm gonna forget to socket it, but I should buy some actually nice gems now that I'm getting some of these items that are worth putting it in. But there, okay, there goes that. Let's talk about the affixes real quick. The affixes are Fortified Sanguine, Volcanic Thundering. Oh boy, this is gonna feel so much easier than last week to heal. Some of the trash pulls are gonna be a little bit scary. There's definitely gonna be way more pressure on the tanks. First week was a lot of pressure on the tanks. Second week was a lot of pressure on the healers. And now we're coming back to things being difficult on the tanks. However, now tanks are starting to get geared. Some people who are fortunate are going to have their 4-piece. So this is going to be a lot easier than the first week, I think. This will be, I think, the first week that we'll start to see some teams adventure into some higher keys. We've been seeing teams stick around like the 20 to 21 level just because the affixes have been hard and there's not a lot of incentive to push higher than that. To go for like time, 22s, 23s. I think this week might be the first week that teams start going for it. This is certainly one of the better weeks. And hopefully myself and my team is included in that. We're not 410 item level. Ah, gosh, do I just upgrade my weapon again? Feels kind of bad, but I don't know what else to do. So here's where we left off last week. Yeah, I think you guys can see this. So we have our, yeah, so we basically have timed everything on 20, except randomly Algathar we've not timed. We actually had a 22 run that was kind of close, but we did not, I for some reason do not have a timed 20 of this dungeon. The tree boss seems to have gotten the better of us all of these times. But other than that, yeah, I think it's pretty clear now. People are starting to figure out that Shadow Moon Burial Grounds and Court of Stars are kind of the easier dungeons in terms of the timer's nice and the boss fights aren't too hard, especially Shadow Moon. Halls of Valor, Nokud, Algathar, Ruby Life. I think pretty much all these other dungeons the timer isn't super tight, at least yet. It's more about just can you get through the tough bosses. And then I think depending on the week and the affixes, certain ones might be harder. We saw Temple of the Jade Serpent being really tough last week. just because it was Tyrannical Grievous. The last boss is really rough. Second boss is pretty rough too, just the rot fight or whatever. I think people generally don't know how to do it. Ruby Life also very tough, but I assume people are going to be able to do 22s of Ruby Life now. Even though, gosh, the fortified ring area around the second boss is very, very tough. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully I can stream a little bit more. As I did mention, I'm feeling a little better. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. I've been having a blast playing WoW anyway, so sorry to leave you guys for as much as I did, but I'll always be around, I hope. Anyway, thanks for watching, friends. Good luck in your weekly vaults, and I will see you hopefully on stream, maybe today doing some re-clear or tomorrow. But peace out and happy keying, friends.